Oh, man. Look at that sunset or rise.
For the 10th time in a row.
Oh,
Fire
man, there's
in the Sky Festival.
Yeah. Damn.
It's the sequel to Fire Festival.
Oh, no.
Weird,
It's
I'm
the,
getting the strangest sense of deja vu here.
I don't know
It's
what
actually
you're
very
talking about,
normal.
Jeffrey.
I would like to think that it's actually an ad for like, yeah, by the way, at the Sky Festival there was a flame dancer. It was really cool. And that's just it. That's the whole thing.
Right.
Man, have we talked about their fucking Tom Clancy headgear? Like, that seems unnecessary based on
Yeah, you're in a
what they're
well-lit
doing
hallway, bro.
there. Yeah, look at his mouth. His mouth is on the side of his head, and it's like... So, for example, he has no moving chin.
Yes. There's no chin to speak of. And
So his mouth just moves around as it needed?
Yep,
Yeah.
there's just a hole that wobbles on his face muzzle.
I mean,
But,
that kind
like,
of is like, you know,
in the
consistent.
cutscenes, they have kind of the consistent side mouth thing.
Yeah.
But in the
Oh, shit,
like,
look at all these bad guys dropping in.
yeah, here they come. In the like in-game things where the people talk to you and they're using the models in game state.
Yep.
The mouths are pretty much right in the center.
Yep.
See,
That's an inherited
it
thing
just
from,
drifted back to his center, and now it comes around the side of his face.
Yeah.
And turns away from the camera.
Sonic Adventure and Adventure 2 tried to keep the mouths in front of their face as best they could.
Yeah.
He looks really wrinkly. Also, he definitely has a scrotum for a head.
How do you know I'm Shadow?
He's not exactly the most intimidating-looking evil guy.
No.
Like, honestly, I think that just the little black squid thingy
Yeah.
is much cooler looking
Generally, I'd say yes.
than the big bad's actual body.
And like it or not, I have to believe him.
He's got a little anger fang.
To my past.
You're gonna have to believe him.
Anger Fang.
Oh man, you can tell he's an edgy boy because he's got an incisor.
Yeah. He's got one tooth.
All right. It's time for this goddamn stage again.
Is this one we've played before?
No, I don't think we've ever been to Westopolis before.
Westopolis.
Yep. West of Police.
West of Opolis.
Westopolis.
Rolling around at
Oh
the
shit,
speed
you're
of sound.
falling.
The places to go, gotta follow my rainbow.
You missed almost all of those coins.
Yeah, because Shadow takes up the exact portion of the screen.
So you can't see him.
Yep.
No,
it's
I'm
so
familiar
dumb.
with that problem.
So dumb.
I'm falling in and out of
It seems like they've done a better job.
And he just telepathically communicates with Shadow.
It's my
were
friend
you saying, babe?
Sonic.
Well, I was just going to say, it seems like they've kind of done a better
Oh,
job than
why?
Oh, no.
I was holding up for that whole interaction.
Good job psychically causing him to fall off the cliff, Sarah. That was good.
I was more just saying, I feel like I've seen some of the 3D Sonic games do a worse job at, like, you know, doing the path that you follow to still go fast. This one seems to do an okay job at
It's
it.
pretty well in line with the 3 games that came before it.
Yeah, I mean, I can manage to get lost in one of these, but that's me.
I really wish they didn't have to do this little stop everything introduce thing every time.
Yeah, you'd think at least, you know, stop with your tutorial bits. Just let me run it, but...
I mean, I don't want to tell the Sonic team how to develop their stories.
I do. They're not good.
Wait a
Ouch.
minute, maybe we should.
Yeah. We haven't even gotten to the worst one yet.
But, like, I like the idea that there's a bunch of, like, possible endings to this game, and we've said
Yeah.
plenty about it over time about, like, some of them are cool and some of them make absolutely no sense, where we
Yep.
alternate murdering these people and
Can't
then
see a
these
fucking
people.
thing. There we go.
I would have liked it if they had included some sort of thing about, like, I don't know, Shadow's in some weird state, or
You were saying?
I don't know that happened. Shadow's in some weird state where he gets, like, splinched in time, and he can, like,
Michigan?
he has to go and relive all of these experiences to figure out which is the correct timeline or something.
Call it Shadow of the Timeline.
Sure. So every time he comes back,
Shadow of the Past.
he, like, remembers that he was trying to find. I mean, just some explanation as
Just
to
make
why.
it a little bit more actual story reason to make me do it 10 times
Yes.
instead of just
It'd
fuck
be
you, do
very-
it 10 times.
It'd
Yes.
be very easy to do. Other games and shows and movies and things have done this. It's literally just split the narrative between present and past. Like you were saying, like, God, what have there was something that I've seen not even all that long ago that kind of played around with that.
I mean, it's like, you know, if it's Groundhog Day, you have to live the day perfectly. You have to do the perfect, you know, pattern of events, and then he finds out in the end that none of the patterns he did were correct. And here's what really happened, or something, and then you play the final storyline.
Once I find all
You
of
just
the
had to
emeralds.
learn from all those experiences, or something. Like,
There,
one that
yes,
comes to
there were
mind.
options.
Arrow, there's the main show, but for each season takes place over the course of a year.
right?
Each season also references what happened 5 years ago from the frame of reference of that season. So you're getting over the course of 5 seasons, you're backfilling the 5 years that led up to season 1. And then
okay.
I think the last season of Arrow also included the same thing where you get more information about season 1 filled in from the end. It's like, all right, that's a neat way of doing that.
I wish it
going back and
was. I wish
forth.
it was Beans here on the mic because he loves Arrow and the Arrowverse and everything, and just like
I really
he knows so
tried.
much shit about it.
I really tried. Arrow has clunky writing, but it tries. And it gets a little bit... There was a clear point where they decided, you know what? We're already halfway there. Just make Oliver Queen Bruce Wayne. He's just Batman.
Fine.
He's just street level Batman. Like, that's... Like, he deals with, like, Ra's al Ghul, and he's taught by Deathstroke, and all of this stuff, and it's like, they're just... Someone sat down and
There
went...
are a lot of similarities.
Like, we're gonna make a Green Arrow show, you guys. It's gonna be great. All right, we got our team of writers. What's your favorite Green Arrow story? And everyone just sat there waiting for someone else to talk. And they went,
Batman.
okay, yeah, okay, all right. Let me try. What's your favorite DC character? And someone's like, Ra's al Ghul. I'm like, okay, yeah, okay, all right. He's more of a Batman guy, but that's fine. All right,
We can work from that.
okay. So he's good. That's a good foil.
What do we name Arrow's best friend? Bruce Wayne. No, we need to stay away from Batman.
Yeah, we can't be doing that. All right, okay. How about who is his tutor? He needs to. We're gonna have him be like the origin story, right? So who's gonna teach him?
Alfred.
Deathstroke.
Oh wait, that's good.
Yeah. Wait. Well, okay. So he's. I mean, people kind of know him as Batman's one of his arch nemesis. Okay. You know what? This isn't important.
Make him Batman.
This isn't that important. Okay. You know what? No. All right. You know what? We need a second property. So, all right. We got to cross over something. The Flash. Okay. Good. No, that's good. That's good. Okay.
That sounds cool.
What else can we do? What else could we do? Batwoman. Okay.
Guys,
Yeah.
Fucking.
I
Are
guess.
you serious?
Sure, but like. Okay, but like, yeah, there's a point where it's like, okay, he's a rich billionaire who has a secret life where he fights crime after going to a far-off land to learn how to do martial arts, and it's like, this is Batman.
Been there, done that, man. I
There's
don't
very
know.
little that, like, and I'll admit, I don't know a ton about Green Arrow, but like...
Right, as like the backstory and all
Yeah.
the comic incarnations, yeah.
But so it was like, it wasn't bad, though. The writing was a little iffy at times, but it was okay.
Sure. I mean, I've heard that the series was a little bit uneven as
Yeah.
it went through, that some seasons were better than others, and then they made great strides, and it was great, and then they stepped backwards and kind of like...
Yeah.
And then you questioned what happened.
Yeah, buried the cool plot lines, and the characters that people liked, they like went away, and they introduced new ones, and people are like, well, we liked him. This is all secondhand knowledge.
The
though.
unfortunate thing
You
about...
can tell me how stupid I am in the comments.
Well, the unfortunate thing about both Green Arrow and The Flash is that they went, all right, we want to introduce all kinds of new heroes and villains and stuff that maybe people aren't so familiar with. So how do we do that? And someone went, what if, like, all of the secondary characters become superheroes after a while? Okay.
They just get better?
Yeah, it's like, well, we could do that, I guess, but, like, it's good to have a human element. So you don't have, like, no one like, oh, you don't have to be a superhero to do something good. Yeah, but what if, like, every character in the show just becomes or is a superhero?
There's radioactive
All right.
spiders all fucking over.
Well, like,
Gotta look
literally,
out, bitch.
I don't know of any main characters in Arrow or The Flash that don't have or gain superpowers.
Mm-hmm.
Every single character All of them. In The Flash, Iris West becomes the Flash in an episode, and Wally West is there, and they've got Plastic Man and his two like nerdy buddies who help out like from the lab. They get superpowers. One of them is Killer Frost, and the other one I don't remember his thing.
The power to chase away members of the opposite sex.
Oh no, his thing is that he also winds up dating a different superhero every season.
There you go.
Yep.
The power to not maintain healthy relationships.
So the Flash felt like the exact opposite problems of Arrow, where like the writing was immediately very like almost kid-friendly, childish. Like the writing was really, really shallow.
Yeah, you can buy into camp, but
Yeah.
a shallow storyline is a different thing.
Yeah, and like season 1 was fine.
Yeah, right.
I watched some of season 2 and was not really feeling it, and I think I started season 3, and season 3 of I'm gonna get this wrong, but I think it's season Y.
Oh no, you failed.
Season Y.
There's some
Y,
point
indeed.
fairly early into all this where Arrow and the Flash start crossing over.
I heard
a
that
lot.
there's like they did a lot of episodes where like they interacted directly and like both had crossover episodes that existed in both universes or
Yup.
something like that.
You have cast members constantly moving from one show to the next.
doing a stint on this one.
Like I think was it Felicity Smoke from Arrow spends like a good third of a season with on Flash instead, which props to her. Props to all the cast for. I'm sure it was a fucking blast to make these shows.
oh yeah, keep things fresh and
Yeah,
such. But
like man, you basically
Have to
go
commit
from
to both shows.
Yeah, because otherwise
Yeah.
you're just lost. There's literally like Arrow. There's this whole segment where it's like, he's going to the League of Shadows, and he's going to become the next Ra's al Ghul, and he doesn't have any say in it, and all this stuff. And all of a sudden, at the start of an episode, they're like, well, we're really stuck now. And then Oliver's like, hang on, guys. And they're like, what do you mean? He's like, no, hang on. And they stop, and they listen. And the Flash shows up, and he's like, hey, guys. Wow, this is pretty messed up, huh? Yeah, let me get you out of here. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, wait, no.
how did you know we were here?
And then, like, one of the episodes of The Flash from earlier in the season, Oliver shows up in that episode, helps him out, and is like, yo, I might need your help later, kind of thing. So unless you watch that episode of The Flash, you're watching an episode of Arrow where suddenly they just get out of this otherwise unget-outable situation because The Flash just is there.
You never get to see the phone call made or the text sent
Yeah.
or the carrier pigeon go off.
And
And
then-
then carrier pigeon.
And then you reach a
I don't know,
point
superheroes are weird.
after Supergirl is on the air, where now they're doing even more insane crossovers, where now you've got 3 and later 4 and 5 different shows all taking one piece of this of a multiple show span. Like I think their last big crossover was Infinite Crisis, and it was all 5 shows. So Green Arrow, The Flash, Supergirl, Legends of Tomorrow, and Batwoman, I think.
Uh-huh.
All of them had an episode that formed a 5-episode like story. Not even like, oh, there's loosely connected. It's like you watch an episode of The Flash, and then you need to watch this episode of Legends of Tomorrow.
I mean, maybe they were just like,
Gosh.
crossovers are all the rage nowadays. Like, what if
Yes.
we did something unprecedented?
Yeah, I mean, I can't
hard.
blame
Like,
them
it's
for
a cool
trying, but,
kind
like,
of thing. But
Holy
Yeah.
shit, the
Jesus.
level of commitment. And you need to
Yeah.
have fans who are willing to watch 5 very different tones of show to get through the story.
I would be very surprised if, like, somebody might be a fan of one show but not another one, or
Yeah.
not really have the time to watch the other ones, but then be like, oh, god damn it.
Well, like
Like, I have to watch these 3 other shows as well to get my Arrow fix or my Batwoman fix.
I think it's also meant as the series finale for Arrow, too. I mean, do either of you care about spoilers?
Not really.
No? Okay, if anyone out there cares about Green Arrow spoilers, this is the time to cover your ears. Because, like, the story involved, like, in, like, part 1 or 2, Oliver Queen is killed. Like, dead. Killed.
Right.
The whole League of Shadows Ra's al Ghul thing is long in the past, so that's not an option. But eventually he is brought back because he is chosen to be Spectre.
Superhero.
And with that, we'll
rules.
see you next time.